Me did Ghanian techwa. Maybe I'm discovered for Europe. I come busuya for Ghana no. Me used to tap send. Tap send. No fee mobile money transfer. Eye easy, eye convenient, eye fast. And sounds so free. Won't you share? Me discover ye mapim. Tap send. Intienne. Also download the tap send app no. Ewa mobile phone so free. Na first ka come busuya for Ghana for na. Tap send. Papa no.
Everybody check now. Check it. Check it. The beat is real. Don't wait, make it kill ya. Get your green select glucometer and check it. Sugar level, check it. Check it. Green select glucometer. Check it. Push sugar level for check it. Check it. Reselect glucometer. Everybody check now.
This advert has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
Alright, so in Ghana, it is rap that is winning at the moment. And I love this time of the year. The time of the year where you know that every rapper is getting closer to the studio because they are about to give you what you guys are waiting for. And that is what you are enjoying at the moment. And if you see me, you can even feel that already I'm in my rap mood. I'm trying to also give you some bars, but relax. I'm a journalist. I used to be a rapper, but no more. Now I'm a journalist doing my journalism things. No more rap. But then the guys are making rap so sweet like Ali Gwin to Gwin. And I'm also enjoying it and following every bar so far. Amarado, Lyrical Joe, they are the guys. Gone were the days when Baroni, Frida Rhymes, they were doing their things. Sister Fia at the other side. Then Amarado himself and Obibini also took over. But at the moment, those who are on the table, those who are on the board that everyone is discussing is Lyrical Joe versus Amerado. I'll give you a history and I'll tell you what is happening. The fact that Amerado has given us Obiaa. Can we say Obiaa is a follow-up to what Lyrical Joe gave to him? Or maybe Obiaa is just coming to do his job and now he'll be ready to release the real deal. My name is Sammy Flex. If you are watching me for the first time, then you should know that I am one of Ghana's foremost entertainment journalists and broadcasters. You can always catch me on Sammy Flex TV live here on YouTube, or better still, Sammy Flex TV. What you have to do is subscribe to our channels and let's do more. We do pure showbiz and nothing else. We don't do anything apart from showbiz. That's what we eat, that's what we drink, that's what we sleep. So join us on this journey and let's do it. So let me give you a history. Amerado is a fine rapper. I'm part of his journey. Way back at one of my radio stations that I worked with, Plus FM, I was part of the people who discovered him when he came all the way from Kumasi to come do rap battles on radio here and there. In fact, the moment he rapped first on radio, I knew that he was destined for the future. I knew he was ready to rule the music industry when it comes to rap. And he's not disappointing me. Anytime I see him, I feel so proud about him and it feels so good. In the name of rappers in Ghana, at least, you can never go away without mentioning Amarado. He is one of the rappers we have on our land. Put your hands together for him and let's put him here. Now I move on to someone like Lyrical Joe. Honestly, until recently, I didn't know much about Lyrical Joe. Let me be very honest. And when I say recently, I don't mean winning in the VGMA, so I don't mean him getting nominations in the 3 music awards. Not too long ago, I heard about him. And when I also encountered him, interviewed him on Xylophone FM, once again, I knew he was also destined to success. I listened to some 1 or 2 of his songs and I knew that this is one guy that we should watch out for. And today, he is also doing it in his own. And it feels good. Let's put Lyrical Joe here. And now we can talk about the backgrounds. Then we can talk about what is really happening now. Some bars here and there. So Amerado was featured on a song for Baroni, Finish Line. And on that particular song, according to people who understand this rap thing and subliminals. They are saying that Amarado threw a subliminal at Joe, as in Lyrical Joe. I listened to it and I was asking myself, really, are we saying it was a shot? Because, you know, when you go to Kumasi, a term like Ojo it's a popular term. And if you have lived around, I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. Not long ago, someone like Dr. Duncan, who was on radio, tried to popularize the term Ojo. So when Amerado said, oh, you're looking for my attention, Ojo, as a matter of fact, I did not think he was talking to Lyrical Joe until recently. In fact, yesterday, even on Showbiz Daily, we discussed it. And I was still not sure Amerado was referring to Lyrical Joe then. But I've seen commentaries from people, so many people who are saying that, oh, you guys did not get it. Amerado was actually referring to Lyrical Joe when he said, you want my attention. And therefore, if you want my attention, I'm not going to get my attention. Oh, Joe, he was talking to Lyrical Joe. And again, Lyrical Joe was in the same category with Amerado in 3 music awards. And when Amarado won the Rapper of the Year, Lyrical Joe did some 1 or 2 verses, throwing punches to the organizers of 3 music awards. And of course, if it was Amarado who won in that category, then obviously the punches will also affect him a little bit. So I want to believe maybe Amarado kept that in him, and he was looking for the right opportunity to do that. So on Endo Baroni's song, that is the finish line, Amarado gave it to Lyrical Joe according to sources. In true, Rebecca say a man for say. That is what people are saying. I'm not too sure about that, but I just want to go with the flow. If people are saying it, why don't you also agree and let's move? So I have agreed. Take it or like it. I have agreed. Now, moving forward, Lyrical Joe was also on Kojo Sheldon's platform, and in an interview, he dropped a freestyle. In an interview, he dropped a verse that was so clear, and this is where I come in. A verse that was so clear. He did not play any dilly-dally. He did not play any games. He came straight to attack. He came straight to hit. And he said that Amarado, he mentioned him. That Amarado, you are talking about attention, but that attention service you don't get. So how can you say I'm looking for your attention? You are saying I'm looking for your attention when you, the attention self, you don't get. So as it stands now, the discussion has been, okay, these are rappers. When it comes to rappers, they brag. Rap is more braggadocious, that kind of thing. So Amerado is bragging, Lyrical Joe is bragging. But latest on the table is Amerado's song called Obiaa. He actually performed this song on day 1 of the Vodafone Ghana Music Awards. And he did some very fantastic performance on the day. He also performed at the nominees concert in Koforidua, but I don't know if he performed Obiaa in Koforidua. I'm not too sure about that. But here in Accra, on day 1 for the Vodafone concert, or the Vodafone Ghana Music Awards, he performed Obiaa stylishly, delivered so expertly, like he has always been doing it. Now, some people have actually coined out some 1 or 2 lines that they believe are doing the magic or are doing the damage. And I'll be reading some of these lines and explain to you the way I understand them and how people might be affected, as in stray bullets. Even before I go into the hard-hitting point lines, Amerado's manager, Alexis, posted this morning on our Facebook, and he also showed us some 1 or 2 points. Now where he says, hit me hard with a killer verse. Send me movia from a silver bed. Social media hype in tea. A ya musema fly. And so mujina falcon to set Twitter bed. Pass like killer. Listen to the rhyme. Hit me hard with a killer verse. Send me movia from a silver bed. Social media hype in tea. A ya musema more fly. A ya musema more fly. Send me jina musema fly. So mujina falcon set Twitter bed. Like, this is so interesting to follow. You think you are throwing killer verse, but I see or no killer verse now throwing the crowd. In the old movie, because old movie our best friend is silver bed. Now I'm just a fly social media and but smooth na fact say Twitter bed, set Twitter bed debut now. And why now Uncle baby. So this is just to open the thing. Now let's go on to the main beef point. And here on this particular line, people are saying it is straight point to Strongman. People are saying it is a straight point to Strongman. Now listen to it. It says, Debia ena mic check. Nanso yete hanom na mic. And here, listen to this. Debia ena mic check. Nanso yete hanom ena mic. And mic na man for the bracketation on this Sarkodie. Hope you know Sarkodie is Michael Uswado. Inti debia ena mic check. Nanso yete hanom na mic. And on this Sarkodie shemo. Mike, a check here. And so, what's like after babysitting? You know, when Sarkodie gave Strongman an opportunity, including getting him on a joint and again signing him on his label, people who have this perception that Sarkodie did not Strongman did not fly well on that platform or on that label are now going to agree with this particular one. That Otiwana Oslaki after babysitting. Remember, Strongman has given birth Simona, and I believe babysitting is a diss to Strongman because Strongman has been baby all over, talking about his first daughter Simona or something like that, and it has been a vibe that your man is talking about. And he says, follow, you became Mike's pet. Follow, you became Mike's pet. And once again, Mike is still Sarkodie here. Until Didi Sarkodie chief follow, he became Mike's pet. And that was when maybe Sarkodie signed Strongman onto the Success music label. Do you also think Strongman was successful on that label? Or you also see it to be a failure on his part? Now, let's move on. And now Becca said, many rapper many Mike's friend because Mijna Mike Anima, the Mike Benz. Many rapper many Mike's friend, but Mijna Mike Anima, the Mike Benz. There is a history between these two guys, Strongman and Amerado. They are all supposed to have come from more or less like ground up Charlie, that kind of vibe. That is Mike Benz. Mike Benz started by one producer called Azin Trine or something like that in Kumasi. Azin Trine, right? Okay. Azin Trine in Kumasi. They all developed from there. So they are more or less like from one root, like a family kind of thing. But as to why they are not linking up today, it is still a bother. And it is like that. Now he goes on to talk about the fact that Sarkodie featured them on the trumpet, Sarkodie featured them on other projects, but they could not do much. But he came and he did magic. Reason today, he is flying. And he thinks some people are still under. They've not gone anywhere. After Sarkodie featured them on his project, they did not do much. But he came and today, he's doing magic. Unlike those who were featured, I'm sure over there, the stray bullet cuts across so many people. It cuts across Lyrical Joe, it cuts across Strongman, it cuts across anybody that was part of any of these projects. That to Amarado's estimation is not big at the moment. That is a free thing. Now, another line people are also reading meanings says it is a point to someone like Obibini. And it says, "Se beef bar, menye 2 rounds, menye another specs." Beef bar, menye 2 rounds, menye another specs. Do you understand it? When Obibini's beef with Amarado started, people were expecting Amarado to do so many things. They were expecting him to record. But when he gave him one, poof, he stayed. He didn't do much again. It was left to Obibini, who was going to the studio back to back. But Amarado prepared one very hot one, gave it to him, pam, and he did not do anything again. He left it there. So once again, people also reading meanings here that say beef neba menye 2 rounds, menye another specs. They see this to be an Obibini this. There's another line that people want to link to Medikal, but I'm not too sure about that. Where they say, boy back home, mope hype no Ghana, ne dimina ne swagger, ase or a joker. I don't want to think it is Medikal. I don't want to think. But of course, like people say, it is rap. Stray bullets everywhere. Now, the floodgate is opened. How is this going to play out? For Amerado, he's not told anyone that Obiaa is a reply. He's not told anyone that Obiaa is a diss song. He's not actually told anyone that he is ready for Lyrical Joe. But we are still open. Because he's earlier said in a song that if you want his attention, he's not going to give you attention. And Lyrical Joe also thinks that the attention you are talking about, you don't have the attention. So we don't know how this is going to pan out. But there are so many questions that now that it feels like Amarado has hit Strongman small, will the lion in Strongman wake up? Because Strongman is also another beef alert boy all the time. Like, he's always on standby, warming up for beef. Will Strongman also come into this beef? Will Lyrical Joe come again? Now, Endo Baroni, who gave Amarado the platform on Finish Line to hit Lyrical Joe, would she also throw something in? The floodgate is open. As entertainment journalists, we are watching. We are on the fence, watching closely what will be going down. But like I keep saying, this is something I always endorse as an entertainment journalist. I don't see this to be evil. It is part of the culture. As much as we do it, showing our skills, showing our talent, showing our creativity, Sammy Flex, I'm all in for this. I'm sure I'll be the beef commissioner on this platform, Sammy Flex TV, Sammy Flex TV Live. So keep your dials here, subscribe to us, and wait for more. We are on standby to give you some more. My name is Sammy Flex. Special thanks to Digital Rasta Currency with Flex and Yala PG. We are out of here.